Good morning, cuties. Today is 5/15/2025. I'm Claire. Today I'm going to be going a little bit over my study guide that was provided to me by the Functional Neuro Club at Life University. And so I can share a little bit about what we learn in functional neurology. So 3 things for neuron survival: fuel, oxygen, appropriate stimulation. And then I just want to briefly, I'm not going to go through all of this, but I want to show what it is. Peripheral nerve sending its messages to the tissue. Here we go. Doesn't really mean anything unless it does to you. Yeah. That's a person. They've got their ice cream cone, their strawberry chocolate ice cream cone. They're walking to the store 5 miles. On their way, seal bench to sit at. Enjoy their ice cream cone. Oh my god, it fell. Ice cream cone just... why does this always happen to me? Shit. I feel like sometimes I have to be careful what I put on the internet. But at the same time, I want to add to the internet because I feel like I have something useful. I know nobody's going to watch this. Because I feel like if they do, they're going to be like, what? I don't know. I said in my last video I was going to post every day. They're like, what? Because I feel like people want to be told what to think. And I really want to know. I want to know what people think. And I like to get what people think and then insert them into conversations and then see what other people think. Within all this, I'm like, okay, Claire, what do you think? So I live my life and I go to school and I go home and I drive in my car to each of these places. And on my way through life, I, stand in the kitchen and I cook my meals. And then I eat them with my teeth. And I think I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I think this person's cute. I want to go here. I really like this. This is cool to me. Da 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 da. And I go, wow, so many interests. I'll put it on the internet. Then, here I am, day 2 of the experiment. I don't know. I had no plan. Well, I had a little bit of a plan. My little bit of a plan was to share some notes that I had from before, and then that's it. But the thing is, every time I look at my notes or make the video of myself, I'm like, you're stupid. And no one's gonna like this. Do I post it? Does this make sense to you? I guess I could just go through some stuff. Alright. Phasic and tonic receptors. Utmost importance to adaptation. Your body gets used to the position it's in, surfaces it's touching, and you can activate sensory feelings in these places when you focus attention on them. It's kind of like when you're meditating and people are like, okay, feel your body. Feel the ground you're sitting on. Feel the breeze in the air. They're kind of dormant until you bring attention to them. Bring your awareness to the texture on your hand. It's almost like your breath was just there silently until somebody said, did you think about breathing? Did you think about your breath? And then you're all of a sudden, it's like, now I can't stop thinking about my breath. You're willingly activating sensory reception in your own brain. So that's cool. And Shutter Island says, pain is not in the body, it's in your brain. True. Tonic, so tone, slow. Phasic, fast. P-H-A-S-T. Fast. Become active for a short time when there is a change in conditions they are monitoring. Provide information about intensity and rate of change of a stimulus. Adaptation is reduction in sensitivity in the presence of a constant stimulus. 2 types, peripheral sensory. Okay, I can adapt to making YouTube videos and get practice and then not feel so dumb when I have ideas that if I were not to be under the pressure of being publicized, then I wouldn't think that they were dumb. I would think that they were pretty smart, and then I would go, wow, I have so many smart ideas that I need to put them on YouTube. And then I get to like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the YouTube. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Dumb, 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 dumb. This is my cycle. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna go on YouTube, and then actually all my ideas are really good. I bet there's something called this that somebody knows out there in the whole world. I bet there is. Adaptation, reduction in sensitivity. I feel like that was making me think through practice. In this presence of a constant stimulus. So 2 types. Peripheral sensory synaptic fatigue is the receptors respond strong at first and then decline. Maybe this is like getting really excited about an idea, and then keep it at it, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm not actually so excited about this idea anymore. I'm gonna go do something else. Central adaptation occurs at the subconscious level, restricts the amount of the info arriving at the cerebral cortex. Sensory info arriving at CNS is the central nervous system. And that is your brain and your spinal cord. It's called a perception, and it's a conscious awareness of the sensation. So central adaptation, subconscious, sensory, info arriving at the CNS is conscious.
There are 2 categories of receptors, tonic receptors and phasic receptors. Tonic receptors are sensory neurons that are always active. Phasic receptors are normally inactive, but they become active for a short time whenever there is a change in conditions that they are monitoring. Phasic receptors provide information on the intensity and rate of change of a stimulus. Adaptation is a reduction.
I don't know if this is actually like gonna be a copyright issue.
There are both peripheral adaptations and central adaptations. Peripheral or sensory adaptation is when a receptor or sensory neuron alters its level of activity. The receptor responds strongly at first, but then the activity along the afferent fiber gradually declines because of synaptic fatigue. Phasic receptors are fast to adapt, whereas tonic receptors are slow to adapt. Central adaptation occurs.
Thank you, scientist Cindy. All right. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Day number 2. Thumbs up.